So on March 27th, the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U eShops will be going offline completely. So a YouTuber by the name of Completionist took it upon himself to buy every game they had. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everyone? That guy right here with the gaming news you need to know. And today I wanted to talk about this as kind of a fun video because I found it to be very interesting and you might as well. So as you already know, on March 27th, the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U eShops will be permanently closing as reported in this article by Comic Book. Now I'll drop this article in full. I'll drop the link at the bottom of the captions if you guys want to check it out for yourself. But I wanted to talk to you guys about this article and kind of read through it a little bit because it's actually kind of crazy. So like I said, the Completionist, he's been around for a long time. I've been watching his content, love his content for many years. He decided to buy every game that was available in the eShop. And yeah, I think that's kind of interesting. So let's go through the article. It says that obviously on March 27th, the eShops for Nintendo 3DS and Wii U are permanently closing, preventing users from ever making additional digital purchases. As a result, many are scrambling to buy up games, and some publishers are offering major discounts. While a lot of folks will likely be dropping money over the next week, it's a safe bet that most won't be spending as much as Gerard, aka the Completionist. The YouTuber spent a stunning $22,000, so practically $23,000, to purchase every single game digitally on both platforms. That breaks down to 1,447 3DS games and 9,673 spent on 866 Wii U games. To be honest with you, I didn't even know that the Wii U had this many games. Like the Wii U's life cycle to me just came and went in the blink of an eye, and it was, I guess many would call, a very unsuccessful, relatively unsuccessful launching of a system, especially in comparison to the Nintendo Switch. But yeah, 866 Wii U games. I mean, hell, dude, that's actually kind of insane. So it says that the accomplishment is pretty stunning. In addition to the actual cost of the games, Khalil had to invest a significant amount of time compiling information about how much space will be required to download that many games. When he couldn't find sponsors to fund the video, he figured a workaround by getting sponsors to fund other videos, with the money going towards the end total. Khalil and his team figured out the best option would be to purchase physical eShop cards to make the purchases. This led to its own complications, as many retailers limited the number of gift cards that could be purchased in a single outing, and one team member was cut off by his bank despite having the available funds. Dude, can you imagine how complicated this sort of thing would be to buy that many gift cards to pay to purchase $22,000 worth of games? Like, that's a lot. And I don't know how many, Nintendo cards you can buy at a time, or what the highest value is. So I'm assuming the highest value is what, like $100 or something like that? Maybe 500. I don't know. But yeah, either way, I mean, that's a lot. It finally states that Khalil said he went through these efforts because of concerns over lost media. Khalil will be donating all of these digital games to the Video Game History Foundation, which makes a concerted effort to preserve games and their associated media. It's a great cause, and Khalil's efforts should help more people appreciate the necessity of preserving this type of media. As a result of all these purchases, Khalil has also earned thousands of gold coins to use on the Nintendo Switch eShop, which he's pledged to use exclusively on indie games. Can you believe Khalil pulled this off? Wow. I mean, that's nutty, dude. That is actually kind of insane. I can't imagine spending $22,000 on games, let alone over 10,000 of that being on the Wii U. Now, I think that this is an incredible cause. I think it's a pretty admirable effort when you think about it, to spend that much time, energy, and money to buy all these games. And I think it is really sad that, many of these titles will be leaving the eShop to pretty much never be seen again. And many of these titles, I'm sure, I would assume at least half of these titles have to be indie games that were made by very small developers, and they're just going to disappear. So it is a bummer to see shops close. Anytime I've seen, a platform, shut down its system, whether it be like the PSP, PS Vita, the PlayStation Store, for the PS2 or whatever, it's always a sad day. So I think it's pretty cool that you would go through the effort to be able to, to preserve these titles, at least have, that there's something out there that has access to these titles despite them not being available, anymore. But if you just happen yourself to be having a Nintendo Wii or a Nintendo 3DS, consider this your final warning that on March 27th, these eShops will be closing. So if there's a game that you want or a couple games that you want on there, I would highly recommend jumping on that sooner rather than later. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to share that little bit of article news with you guys because I found it to be really interesting. To spend that much on games, I think, is something that many of us only wish we could do. As always, thank you so much for watching. Drop a like on this video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you're new here. We'd love to have you. Many more gaming news videos coming right around the corner. As always, my name is That Guy Ryan, and I will see you in the next video.